Good morning, welcome back to the channel on a glorious Saturday morning. Sun shining again, but most importantly the wind's dropped, so we can get some spraying done. As you can see, I'm on the sprayer. We're spraying some stale seed beds off so we can get drilling. I'm going to say it's been nice a couple of days, but the wind's been gale force, so yeah, it's not been no good for spraying, but today's the day. We can get some done, so and hopefully it'll stay dry and we might get some drilling done this week. We've been a bit unlucky really, because we've been catching every shower that goes by. I think total for the month's just over 100 millimeters for us for September, but as the crow flies, a couple of other weather stations that we can see, the data on, they've only had like 76 millimeters. So yeah, we've had quite a bit more than a few other people. So yeah, as yet we haven't started drilling, but fingers crossed this week we shall start. 50 litres a hectare putting on. See the section control switching off as we enter near the headlands. That's it. Few telegraph poles in this field. Not good. Well, the last looks fairly clean now. Took about 7 hours cleaning it, but I think it's well worth the effort. All that money invested in a big machine. So yeah, now we'll just go stand it outside when it's on a windy day, and like today with the guards up, let it all dry out underneath, and then run it a time or two, and then to get any water out the bearings, and then we'll give it a full grease up, and that's it, job done. I don't know if you remember this field from last week. It's what we cut spring barley in. Well, we decided to plough it because it's wet underneath and there's some heavy clay caps in here, so we want it to dry out. This end of the field, it's nice land, but when we get down to the bottom it can get a bit wetter. Anyway, we'll come and have a look, see how George is getting on. This is what I was meaning. As we pan round now, you'll see it shiny. Well, there's clay caps in this field, and this is where it's a bit foul. So you can understand why we're trying to plough it to dry it out. Making light work of it. Not running much. As you can see, it's funny old land. Well, that's sticking to the mould boards. Don't plough very well, it's like that. She looks well low, 939. 1550 revs, 1590. It's not pulling hard. That's the difference going downhill. We're only just pulling max 1400 revs at that, so we're just going along nicely. It's ploughing up a treat. The last time I ploughed it in 2019, it was a very wet winter, and it ploughed a lot fouler than this. Yours going nicely in the second field. Yeah, ploughing up well. Spoke too soon then. Right, we're on another varied job this morning. We're on with some drainage. That field where we had the digger project last week is got a wet hole, what you can see there. So what we're going to do, the stuff's really old, what's in it, blocked up with sand. So we're going to put a new plastic one in up to the dike. But we're just setting the laser up at the minute. Yeah, we're all mod cons here. The laser just setting itself up now, calibrating. The X and Y axis itself levels itself. That's it, it's away now. Right, we'll go see Dave, see where it's bleeping at. That's saying up a little bit, Dave. Up there, that's it, down a tad, shadow without on it, that's it. The biggest problem we've got is that there's a large hump in the field. So we've got to make sure it's deep enough in the dike to get through that, but it's going to be deep. I think we're going to have to go back a little bit. I'll go down the dike, Dave. That is deep. It's about 2 metres there into the dike. Yeah, when you come forward here, that's showing wants to go down a bit at that. That's, yeah, that's right there. Just a little bit. Still digging. We're deep. We're about 2.5 meters there. Some clay coming out. The reservoir we're at. Yeah, about 2.5, 2.6 metres deep there. Yeah, we've picked up an old subpipe there. That's it. All finished, all done and dusted. All levelled out into the wet hole. Hopefully that'll keep it dry now. Problem sorted. Yep, that's running nicely. After that night's rain, chuffed to bits with that. Oh, new parts for the plough, some long land sides, and some wear pieces to put on. They go on the bolt on the land side, so it stands off the side of the furrow to give it a bit more suction. Anyway, you'll see when we get them fitted what they look like. There's all new land sides fitted, and then wear plates on the side. All ready for action again. Yeah, the idea of these is to make it pull squarer on the furrow, which it does, and it holds, gives a gap in here, and it sucks the plough in and holds it against the furrow wall. That's the idea of it. It does work. Right, well, we're just out looking at fields to see if we can find some to drill, but it's bad, it's wet. I just thought I'd show you this. This is why we're having trouble finding some dry land at the minute to drill. On this land, there's a lot of springs poking out. And as you can see, this is a good example. It's wet. Let's go over here. I will get stuck fast. I mean, look at water flowing. And that's just bubbling up out the ground and running all the way down the field. So we've got fields that we can't get on. Some fields are getting a bit drier, but yeah, it's not good. Oh, this lovely black grass we found walking around looking at fields. Yeah, I'll get a dose of Roundup on it. That's another flush killed. So I'm afraid there's going to be no drilling the next day or two. So yeah, we'll just keep fingers crossed. Next time you see me, we'll be getting the drills going. But anyway, I think that's about it for this week's edition of Video Diary on the Farm. And I said we're going to get drilling, but yeah, we aren't. So yeah, we just have to hope for next week, or the next few days anyway, it's going to dry and we can get on. So anyway, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the content, and stay tuned, we will get drilling. And please hit that like, share and subscribe button, and we'll hopefully see you again next week.